Okay, after walking the property with the landowner, the next thing that I do is I go to my Onyx mapping system app, which I can use on my phone, my iPad, or my computer. And what I'll do is I'll take a look at the aerial and then I'll break the map down and be able to draw up and come up with a plan for the property using the mapping systems. So here we have our 120 acre property like this. In front we have a approximately 10 acre ag field. Then the ag field goes down a little path through the middle here. We have a little food plot here in blue that already exists, and then we have a larger ag field in the middle here. So this ag field is approximately 20 acres. The black trails, there's a small cabin right here. The black trails are trails that are already existing, and you can actually drive four-wheeler vehicle, anything, down these trails. Down in the southwest corner we have an open field here where the property owner has a couple of food plots and has a couple of blinds. So looking at this, when breaking a property down, the first thing I do is look at entry and exit strategies for hunting. So the main field driveway that comes in is right here. So the property owner typically would drive in. I believe he would park here. But if you normal hunters would probably come in, drive, maybe park in here, or drive down into here, and then possibly would hunt on this larger food source. That's where you typically see most of your deer. Now the problem with that is I know there's a tree stand location right here that the property owner already has. Is what do you do when it's time to get down at the end of legal shooting light? Okay, you have a couple options. You could climb this steep ridge and walk out, or like most people are going to do, they're going to walk the edge of the field back out to their vehicle. Well, the problem with that is if you have 20 deer, and I know this area very well, and our deer density is very high. So if there are 20 deer out in this field, the first time you leave, you've now spooked 20 deer. And if there are any mature bucks that are spooked, they're not going to tolerate that without reducing their daylight hour activity. So in essence, they may go nocturnal, or they may just go to another property where they feel more safe and secure. So looking at this property, how we're going to try to hunt this is from the outside in, not coming down the middle and working from the inside out, because all that does is push your deer to the outside and then possibly to the neighbor's properties. So our entry and exit strategies, like we just talked about, are going to be from the outside in. The property owner has access to coming into his property from this field here. So we're going to kind of get into where we have some stand locations and how we're going to hunt those and how we're going to set those up so we can hunt them on favorable conditions. So we can enter this direction. We also can enter from this side along this line here. This is a very steep ridge, so most of the time the deer are not going to want to bed on this back side, but they may. But what we're going to do when setting the property up is we're going to create bedding areas that the deer would rather bed in than a spot like this. So he'll be able to get in and out here without spooking deer going forward.